Welcome to another episode coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So, today I'm going to be talking about Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, August Alsina. And somebody sent me a question about what went down last week when August Alsina got interviewed by Angela Yee from the Breakfast Club. I'm a big fan of Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, and DJ Envy on the Breakfast Club. But for whatever reason, August Alsina doesn't like being interviewed by Charlamagne. I would say this. He doesn't like being interviewed with everyone. It seems like he trusts Angela Yee when it comes to being interviewed. I've noticed that. There's certain people that did not feeling Charlamagne. And I get that. I understand why. But during the interview with Angela Yee, while interviewing August, he revealed that he was having an affair with Jada. And I was like, man, why would you do that? I saw the interview. Why would you reveal that at this point? Now, let's keep in mind, it was kind of an open secret. Will and Jada had an open relationship from the beginning. So this is not like it was such like a big surprise or anything like that. But why come out now and say that? Why air, we live in a society where people like putting people on blast. I didn't think that was cool. But I know there's some guys out here that, they get caught up in their feelings. I don't know the dynamics of the relationship. But let me tell you how I roll. I would never do anything like that. Regardless of we went on bad times or we ain't speaking no more. It's just not a very manly thing to do, in my opinion. Because I look at it like whatever happens between us stays between us. That's a man code. And I'm not going to do anything out of spite, out of respect for the other person. That's just me. That's like a man code. That's something that I kind of live by. I don't really like putting people on blast. But I know today in this day and time, as soon as you tell one of these guys no, all hell breaks loose. And that's probably what happened. So now, what's going to happen. August, he can't come over no more. He ain't going to be getting invited to none of the private parties no more. He done messed that up. Well, he probably don't care, though. He probably stopped caring a long time ago, months ago. And, my man, he's going through it. He's been through it. Based on what he said during the interview with Angela. He got mom issues, and the dad, I don't think, was ever around. Something happened to him a long time ago. And the mom, if I'm not mistaken, was a drug addict a long time ago. So he been through a lot. So I think him probably meeting Jada was more, he probably looked at her like more of a motherly figure on some level. I just didn't think that was cool. mean, more than likely Jada, she got charm and charisma, so she probably seduced his ass. He probably didn't know how to handle that. Because he got identity issues. He got some shit he got to work on within himself. But I think Jada kind of caught him in a good time, and she probably game him up, put him on game. But it ain't gonna happen no more. It's over now. He done ran his mouth. See, you have to understand, in Hollywood, and in that Hollywood game with all these entertainers, rappers, and R&B singers, and pop stars, when it comes to relationships, they don't have no traditional relationships. There's no such thing as being faithful. You have to understand that. See, a lot of these journalists within the Hollywood atmosphere, they already know this. But they just they want clicks, they want people to come back to their blog, and they want to make money, and they want money for ads. So they just want attention. But in reality, most of these couples, there's no such thing as being faithful. When these people get married to each other, there's an assumption that there's going to be other people involved. And it could be on either side. That's the assumption. Now, does it happen all the time? No. Does it happen most of the time? Yeah. That's the assumption, But, I'm just keeping it real. These people are not, they play in a different game. It's not what the average couple is doing. It's not like that. And it's most of these people that get together, it's not really like that. Now you can kind of tell there's something going on with them. The stuff keep getting leaked out. The kids is acting weird, so they basically trying to hold it together. Jada and Will, And Will, I'm a big fan of Will. Ever since the beginning. Since he was in music. Will and Jazzy Jeff, all the way to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I've been a big fan of those guys. But I always said that I don't have no proof of this. But, I've been following Will since the beginning, man. Since he came out with the first CD. Well, we had tapes back then. First tape. First album. I've been rocking with Will. But over time, once Will went Hollywood, I always said Will became a pitcher and a batter. And I had no proof of this. This is just based on me being a man code. Because this is years ago. I think this is when President Obama was president at the time. I think it was his first term. Will did like a speech somewhere. I don't remember. But while Will was at the podium, his wrist was a little too flimsy. And that made me think that, I think he low. I think he doesn't cross over on the other side. He like men and women. I kind of, that's what I think. But that doesn't make me feel any different about him. He's top of he's top of the food chain as far as actors. He's one of the best out here doing his thing. I don't see him any different. But I always said, hey, I think he's a little flimsy. I don't know. Maybe he got turned out. I don't know. So, but I remember not years ago. This is like last year, when Jada started doing the show on Facebook. And basically, I think somebody asked her about what's the dynamics of her and Will's relationship. And she basically said Will is open to go out and do whatever he wants. And she went on to say that divorce is not an option. We're gonna work it out. We're never getting a divorce. Whatever. And when she said that, I respect that. That's some G shit. And I always said that I think everybody should do what it takes to keep their family together. And I don't care. I'm not the moral police. I'm not gonna say how your relationship should be. Whatever you gotta do to keep your family together, man. It's whatever. More power to y'all. I don't, whether y'all gonna swing, be in an open relationship, whatever. It don't even matter. The most important thing to me is your family's together. Y'all taking care of home. Y'all taking care of your kids. That's the most important thing to me. You know what I'm saying? The type of relationship y'all have, man, it don't even matter, man, to me. It don't even matter. And see, a lot of these people that's on the blogs, on the websites, in the media, most of these people, they really don't know what's going on. They're kind of in the dark. There's a whole different world. Some people call it I call it the underworld. Some people call it the shadow world. There's a whole different world that's private. A lot of it's starting to leak out now because of Trump. That people, some of these entertainers have they portray an image on the surface, but behind the scenes, there's something totally different going on. They have private parties, and I've been to some of these. I've been around some of these parties. I've been invited to a few of them. I never really got involved. I like to have a good time, but what happened, man, is I started to not be productive. I started to fall off and not take care of my responsibilities. It was times where, man, I was so tired and hungover. I couldn't get out the bed. I didn't go to class at the time. I started missing class. I started missing work at the time. So I said, man, I gotta slow down. So I chose not to live that lifestyle. I chose not to live in the shadow world, basically, because I just had too much going on at the time. And I knew if I would have kept going, living that lifestyle, hanging around those circles of people, eventually I would become a different person than I am today. So I know who I am. So I just chose to opt out, and so that's what happened. So, that's a different crowd of people, different world. Some of these people are from all different walks of life. And the thing about it, you have to be invited to these private parties. You're not gonna, they don't post these parties. You're not gonna stumble into these parties. I've been to a lot of these mansion parties that's in, some of them in North Carolina, some of them in Atlanta, some of them in places like San Diego and LA. But you have to be invited. You don't get to hang out with these status of people. these entertainers, politicians, and people that's well known in your town, in your city with clout, without knowing somebody. That's usually how that works, you know. 'Cause like I said, these people have a certain image that's very calculated and on purpose, and it doesn't happen by accident, you know. So just keep that in mind that there's no such thing as having a faithful relationship if you're playing that Hollywood game. You know, and like I said, some of these journalists that's doing the reporting, they already know that. But they just want to get ratings and clicks, and have people come back to their website, and so they can make money. But in the real world, most of these entertainers, these couples, almost none of these people are faithful. The relationship is not built on being faithful. The relationship is built on staying together and building something. And you know, that's now a lot of times these people don't stay together, but you know, they get these people get married to each other or date each other for political reasons. It's not just because they love each other. You know, they might like each other, or they can learn how to love each other. But in most cases, the reason why they got together, love had very little to do with it, I would say, in most cases, you know. So that's pretty much what I think about what happened with August Alsina and Jada. I think, you know, it's like I think sometimes there's some people that you should stay close to. And I think August, being that he put them on blast, did a disservice to himself, you know. But hey, what do I know? Maybe she made promises and didn't do it, and August got mad and upset, and then he's like, "I'm putting you on blast," or I'm gonna exploit you, whatever. I don't know. But even still, then, I would never put anybody on blast, because just me being a man, that you know that would have me avoid that situation. Because I just don't do that. That's not a very manly thing to do. Because I always looked at it, what happens behind closed doors should stay there. That's it. So hey, you tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. Like, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.